Good morning and welcome back to the vlog. If this is the first time you're watching this, my name is Vivek and I record daily vlogs, just giving you a peek into our life with a newborn. Yesterday we shared our pregnancy journey, part one. There is definitely a lot more that happened after we went to our OBGYN. Today we're going to talk about some of that. With that, let's get into today.
He's making weird noises.
Shrey is trying this. What is this thing called?
The baby carrier sling, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Seems like it's very snug. You feel comfortable in there?
Yeah. I don't know how comfortable he is feeling because
Yeah.
it's very like small space.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome. Really? Do you like these too?
I'm telling.
He loves it. All right, it's time to open up this package. Let's see what's inside it. Oh. Looks like a bunch of different things. So let's open it one by one. Oh, this is from Viana Singh. That's my niece. She lives in London. And she actually called me this morning just to follow up. So I'm gonna call her back right after looking at this. Alright, so the first thing we have is a baby rattle set. So you can see it goes on his hand and his paws. No, paws, foot. So these two, a bee, and it's so cute. It's a caterpillar. They go on the hand, and then we have a beetle, and then we have a butterfly that goes on the foot. And then we have two more rattling rocks. So cute. We have an elephant that Ivy thinks it's her toy, right? You think it's your toy? She does, but it's not. It's not your toy, okay? You have your own toy. Leave it. And then finally we have Rakhi. So Rakhi is like a band that sisters tie on their brother's hand. So it looks like this. I will make a video when it's actually happening. Saturday is when Rakhi is. So we're gonna tie it on the baby's hand. And then also with that comes some other things that gets used in the whole process. It's like a tilak that goes right here on the forehead, and also with that, there's some other things alongside. So I'm going to show you a video of the whole thing while Ivy is really going at this toy like it's hers. Ivy, please leave it. It's going to be a challenge when we have a bunch of toys, because they would, somebody stole the toy, it's not yours, because they would think that it's their toy while it's going to be baby's toy, because honestly they don't look very different. So with that, I'm going to call my niece Viana, let her know that we have found everything. I'm sure she'll be very happy to know that. Baby is going to have his first shower, and Beanie is inspecting everything to make sure everything is safe. This is the bather that we have, and let's see how this works. You're enjoying it. Baby just had his shower and now he's relaxing, getting some nap. I so love napping with him. And also love that Ivy is hanging out with us. Sometimes I am so thankful to my wife for filling my life with so much love, with the dogs and the baby. I was going to tell her that, but I'm not able to find.
Ivy's curious. Why is the baby making noise?
He's okay, Ivy. He's okay. Good girl, Ivy. So the baby is taking a nap and it's time for us to get to the part 2 of our pregnancy journey. So we went to our first OBGYN appointment. In that appointment,
Oh my god, it has a head and everything.
Yeah, you're looking like you might be a little further along.
is it moving or is it
Oh my goodness, yes, your baby is moving all over the place.
Oh, look, did you see the hands?
Yeah.
Looks like an alien.
Right, this is the best growth I've been able to get so far, but let me see if I can get a better one.
At that point, they also did some ultrasounds, and we got to see the baby and hear his heartbeat.
Yeah, and the hands are right there next to the eyes, and there is the heart beating. You're far enough gone. Let's go ahead and listen. That's your baby's heart.
The heartbeat was at 160 beats per minute, and I freaked out just comparing it to our heartbeat, and I was like, why is it so fast? And came to find out that is how fast actually baby's heart beats. So everything was normal. But the one thing that we walked out of that room with a new information was that Shreya had a very unique condition, which is called uterine didelphys.
I wonder if there's a heart shape to your uterus.
It's a very, very rare condition where a woman has two separate uteruses with two separate cervices. And we were trying to process this information like, what? How can that happen? And apparently you wouldn't even know about it until you get an ultrasound, and nobody gets an ultrasound generally, or at least we did not get an ultrasound pre-pregnancy. So this happens to like 5 women every like 1,000 women. So super rare condition. The baby was in the right uterus and was healthy, but there are a lot of different risks you have when you have this condition, and one of them is preterm birth, which is really something you're constantly worried about in the first few months of your pregnancy, or the first trimester, first 3 months of your pregnancy. And since she had this condition, we were extra worried. And now the whole joy of like, oh yeah, we are pregnant, turned into the whole stress of like, is baby's gonna be okay, or is it gonna be a preterm? The one thing I, at least on my end, tried to reinforce between us was that the baby's not even here. We shouldn't really worry about things we don't control too much. What's more important for us is for you to be okay and healthy, and then we'll see what happens with time. So there was this whole thing about, okay, what are we gonna do now to fix this, or is there anything we have to do special? And the advice we got from the doctors were, you can't really do anything. You may think that you have a lot of control on the fetus, but you don't. All you can really do is control yourself. That means take care of yourself and eat well, sleep well, hydrate yourself, keep your body at the best you can. And at that point, we changed our diet, really focused on getting our body really healthy, both her and me, because we were kind of working on it together. And we actually could see over the months the results of it. We both got into much better shape. A lot of times people do that pre-pregnancy, but for us it was mostly during the pregnancy. There was a beautiful article we read when we were actually searching for this condition, because we were getting so worried about the preterm and the baby's growth, because you were you don't have the same amount of space when you are in just one part of the uterus, not the whole uterus. And then there was this beautiful article we read online which talked about a woman who had the same condition, and it was so positive, acknowledging all the challenges. It did talk about how you get extra care. For a lot of pregnancies you just get your normal scannings. For us, we got scanning every month, and although it can be a lot schedule wise and everything, but we got to see the baby and got to get an update from the doctors on the baby every month. And I think that special attention and care is something helps put your mind at ease. So that part we absolutely loved. So our due date was on July 30th, and now we were constantly monitoring the baby's growth and also the baby's position. The baby stayed in the breech position is when our OBGYN scheduled a C-section for July 25th. So that's it for today. I'm gonna cover the rest of the story and what happened in the last trimester in the next part. Thank you for watching. Let's get on with the day today. So we are in Costco and looking for a diaper. So far I've got this one. There is no size 0. I thought there would be a size 0, but I think size 1 is the smallest they have, and looks like it's for 8 pounds to 14 pounds. The baby right now is around like 7 pounds. So, and we have a few diapers left, so I'm thinking of taking this one. There is a Kirkland brand, and then there's Huggies that says up to 14 pounds, which makes more sense. But I'm just gonna take this small one, try this one first, see how that works, and then at some point I'm gonna try Huggies as well, but I'm gonna start with this one. My god, there's so many of these. Just look at it, all the way up there, all the way around. Millions and millions of diapers to be changed. So that is a wrap for the day today, guys. We're gonna be back with part 3 of our pregnancy journey story tomorrow and some more fun. Until then, have a good night.